When Jordan Thompson gets going, she is absolutely unstoppable. 2,664 career kills, a 50-kill match that no one in NCAA history has ever touched, an Olympic gold medal, and a kills per set average so ridiculous that she broke the NCAA record with it. But after 2 brutal injuries at the worst possible moments in her career, a lot of people started writing her off. Which begs the question, just how good was prime Jordan Thompson? Now, to understand just how good she was, you've got to go back to where it all started. Edina, Minnesota. Not exactly the first place you'd look for a future volleyball legend. Jordan wasn't even a volleyball kid growing up. Basketball was her thing first. But once volleyball clicked for her, it clicked in a way that was different from everyone else around her. And by the time she showed up at the University of Cincinnati, it didn't take long for people to realize they were watching something special. Freshman year, 459 kills in 117 sets. She finished second on Cincinnati's all-time freshman kills list and walked away with the AAC Freshman of the Year award. For a first-year college player, those numbers are just not normal. At all. Then sophomore year arrived and she went and took it up a completely different level. 580 kills. She became the first ever unanimous AAC Player of the Year in conference history. Not just the best player that year, the first one they all agreed on, ever. She also became the first player in Cincinnati and AAC history to rack up 1,000 kills in just 2 seasons. 2 seasons. And the scary thing? She was still nowhere near her peak. Because heading into her junior year, the noise around Jordan Thompson was getting loud. Coaches were taking note. The national team was watching. Other programs were paying attention. Everything felt like it was building towards something genuinely massive. But then during a regular practice session in 2017, she heard a pop in her elbow. Tommy John surgery, a 10-month recovery, the kind of injury that had ended careers before hers and would end careers after. And just like that, the girl who looked destined for everything was suddenly sitting on the sideline, wondering if she'd ever be the same player again. But here's the thing about Jordan Thompson. She wasn't done. Not even close. Now this is where the story gets really good. Because most players after a Tommy John surgery take the full 10 months, come back cautious, ease their way in, and hope to get back to where they were. Jordan Thompson did not get that memo. She took her redshirt year in 2017, sat out, watched, learned, and according to her own words, she used that time to see the game differently, to become a better teammate, to figure out exactly what she wanted to look like when she came back. And when she finally did come back in 2018, she didn't just return to her old level, she blew right past it. In 2018, Jordan Thompson put up 827 kills in a single season, a Cincinnati school record. But it wasn't just the number of kills that was insane, it was the rate. She averaged 6.27 kills per set that season. That number didn't just break the Cincinnati record, it broke the NCAA record. The whole NCAA, every player, every program, every season. She came back from career-threatening surgery and immediately became the most efficient killer the college game had ever seen. Then came 2019, her final season at Cincinnati. And if 2018 was unbelievable, 2019 was something else entirely. She led the entire nation in kills, points, kills per set, and points per set. All 4 categories, at the same time. And she was named a first-team All-American and the AAC Player of the Year for the 3rd time in her career. But the moment that defined her college career came on November 3rd, 2019 against UConn. 50 kills in a single match. 50. That is the most kills ever recorded in a single NCAA Division I match in the entire rally scoring era. No one before her had done it. No one has done it since. The girl came back from Tommy John surgery and put up a number so ridiculous that it still stands alone to this day. By the time her college career was over, she had 2,664 career kills at Cincinnati, the all-time program record, and she finished 7th in NCAA history in career kills overall. 7th, all-time, in the entire country. Now, anyone else would have been satisfied with that. called it a career-defining run and moved on. But Jordan Thompson wasn't anyone else, because while she was still finishing up at Cincinnati, the USA national team came calling. And this is where her story shifted into a completely different gear. She joined the national team set up in 2019, and by her own admission, she thought she'd last maybe a week. They just needed bodies to fill in, while the overseas players weren't back yet. She figured she'd go home after the first week. Instead, she just kept making the roster, week after week, and then it stopped being a trial and started being her spot. In the 2019 FIVB Volleyball Nations League, she dropped 33 points against Brazil in the finals round. USA won gold, and just like that, Jordan Thompson wasn't a college kid filling in anymore. She was a genuine piece of the national team puzzle. She went pro in 2020, signing with Fenerbahce in Turkey, then moved to Eczacıbaşı, where she was named the best outside hitter in the Turkish Super Cup and helped the club win the Turkish League title. The girl could do it at every level she touched, but everything was building to one moment. Tokyo 2020, the Olympic Games. And in the pool stage against China, the defending Olympic champions, Jordan Thompson put on one of the most jaw-dropping individual performances in Olympic volleyball history. 34 points, 28 kills, 4 blocks, 2 aces, in a single match. USA won 3-0, and Thompson was the reason why. That performance is still talked about as one of the highest single match scoring outputs in Olympic volleyball history. And then, in the very next pool match against Russia, she went down with an ankle injury. Just like that, she was done for the tournament, sitting in the stands watching her teammates play the biggest matches of their lives without her. And yet USA went on. They got through the quarters, through the semis, and in the final they beat Brazil in straight sets to win the gold medal. The first gold medal in the program's history. Jordan Thompson had helped build that team, had helped them get there, and she watched them win it from the sideline. She still got her gold medal, but you could understand if it felt complicated. Because just when she was playing the best volleyball of her life on the biggest stage in the world, her body let her down again. 2 brutal injuries. 2 moments where everything was lined up perfectly, and both times the same story. But here's what made Jordan Thompson different from most. She didn't disappear. She didn't walk away. She came back. Again. Now here's the thing about Jordan Thompson that a lot of people don't talk about enough. The injuries. 2 of them. Both at the absolute worst possible time. Her junior year at Cincinnati, when she was on the verge of becoming the most talked about college player in the country. And then Tokyo, when she was literally in the middle of putting on one of the greatest individual Olympic performances the sport had ever seen. 2 moments where everything was perfectly set up. And both times her body said no. And yet despite all of that, despite the surgeries, the recoveries, the sitting out, the watching from the sideline, the legacy she built is still ridiculous. Think about what she actually achieved. An NCAA record that has never been broken. A kills per set average that rewrote the record books. 2,664 career kills at Cincinnati. 7th all-time in NCAA history, a Turkish League title, an Olympic gold medal, a silver medal in Paris 2024, 2 VNL gold medals in 2019 and 2021. The woman collected hardware everywhere she went, and she still isn't done. In 2025, she joined LOVB Houston in the inaugural League One volleyball season. And what did she do? She led the entire league with 224 kills, became the first ever LOVB player to reach 200 points in a season, and was named the 2025 LOVB Opposite of the Year. At this point, it doesn't even matter what level or what league you put Jordan Thompson in. She just dominates it. Now, could her career have been even more? Honestly, yes. 2 healthy seasons where those injuries happened, and we might be talking about her in a completely different way right now. The what-ifs with Jordan Thompson are real, and she knows it better than anyone. But here's what you can't take away from her. She faced the kind of setbacks that finish careers. Twice. And twice she came back better. That is not a normal thing. That takes something most athletes simply do not have. Jordan Thompson is an Olympic gold medalist, an NCAA record holder, one of the most dominant hitters the sport has ever produced. And at 27 years old, she is still going. Not bad for a basketball kid from Edina, Minnesota. And just like Jordan Thompson herself, if you're still here, you clearly have great taste. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You already know it's the right call.